Yo, what is going on, everyone? It's Professor Pierce here, PP for short. Today, I got a Rockruff deck for you guys, and I'm going to do something a little different. Today, I'm going to explain why you should never play this deck, because it is very, very bad. And I could not get a single win with it on the ladder. And I'm going to show you a couple instances of why you shouldn't play it, why it's intended to be good, and we can see that, but maybe it'll be better in this next upcoming set with Obsidian Flames. But right now it's still just lacking a lot of power, and that is unfortunately kind of what you need to kill stuff. You need power. So we will get right into it, and we will face Diagnosti. That's an interesting name. So why I'm gonna switch things up a little bit differently is because I tried for about half an hour just to play, you know, some games, and they didn't turn out well, but they didn't turn out like terrible. And then I played for another hour after that, and I couldn't win a single game. So I was like, alright, I already have the videos for this, so we're gonna make a video. But it's just gonna be a reverse video of what we normally do here. And you're probably thinking right now, oh, you're facing Miraidon. That should be an easy dub. Well, no, because I couldn't even like attack this match. And you'll see, so we set up here, not that bad of a start. I mean, we got a couple good things here. We got an Iono, and we got the Lycanroc EX ready. And he is going to set up too. He doesn't have too bad of a board state either. And he's got the electric generator. So, one, it's not terrible, but it's not great. But he has got nothing else, it seems like, here. Doesn't have a supporter or anything. So he's going to fast charge on us. Alright, so that thing is definitely scary because it can one-shot anything that we have. So we will go ahead and evolve this, and we did draw a path, so that's good. So we'll go ahead and path his abilities off here, and then we'll Iono. Unfortunately, we do have to give him a new hand, and we don't really give us a lot here. We do get an attack, or not an attack off, but we do get set up, but we can't really do anything here. We don't have a switch or an escape rope or anything, so we just have to pass the turn back off to him and hope he kills this Rockruff, basically. So he's gonna add another electric to the Raikou here, and maybe he'll attack us. Maybe he has a better hand. Maybe we Ioned him into a better hand, which is most likely the case because Iono is a lie. Let's see what he has. He is thinking he's thinking. Maybe he'll just switch. Maybe he'll just switch into it. Okay, so he's gonna draw some more cards here. And I don't... excuse me. I don't think he has anything in his discard, so this wouldn't even have worked anyway, even if he did flip heads. It really should just be a draw 3. I don't know why it's not a draw 2. I mean, it's not like that great anyway. So he's just going to fast charge on us, which is kind of scary because we don't have a way to switch out here. Maybe we can grab it. No, we did not get another energy. So we don't have a way to do anything. I'm probably just gonna get rid of stuff in my hand. And the thing is about this deck that I found so crazy is I packed this full of so much energy. I have like, I mean, it's not like so much energy, but I think it's like 15 energy or 12 energy. It's somewhere in there. And so you would think I would be seeing energy like every single turn. But no. So this is the bad part. So he has a boss, and he goes ahead and bosses the only thing we have up, and then he's gonna dynamic spark and just completely nuke the thing, so we can't even attack with it, and then we're back to 0 while he is on the board. So we can, the only good thing about this is we can Raihan, but so I thought this was a good play too. Grab the DTE, and we can Earth Sealstone to bring them all down to 100. But we're gonna first get the energy we were lacking last turn. So we could do 160, but that's not gonna kill it. So we might as well Star Gravity here and put 100 on all of those guys. So I mean, that was pretty cool, you know. It's pretty interesting. It's just not gonna do us any good because we don't attack for the rest of the match, I don't think. But because he's a little faster than us here at attaching energy. We have not hit any of our gutsy pickaxes either. The right hand is helping for sure, because we kind of would have gotten screwed earlier. And there goes some of our energy that we wanted. You're like, okay, you're gonna draw more, right? Well, yes and no. I draw 1 more energy, which is not a lot. And so he has got another energy on his Raikou here. So that is all set up now. And he can't kill me. He can't kill my Hisuian. I almost said Dartrix. Hisuian Decidueye this turn, but he can do some damage. So we're like, okay, you can take some prizes here. Good, good, good. And then he scoops for whatever reason. So we did, I guess, technically win one. I don't know why he scooped there. There was pretty much no reason for him to scoop. He definitely still could have won. But it was going to be close. I mean, with some of our bench Pokemon up, it was, we didn't have a lot of swing power, so it was going to be close. So I guess we did win. So if you're facing Miraidon, then you can get a dub. But if you're facing anything else, good luck. You see how I didn't even attack with anything else. All I did was attack with the stone thing and scare him. So that was probably the the scariest play there. He got a little scared. All right. Now on to the next match here. We got a pretty subpar hand. We got a lot of way to get Pokemon, but we don't really have anything else. And so our opponent will be going first this time, and off the rip he's got the Fortnite Battle Pass. And it looks like we're facing some kind of control deck here with Noivern, which should be fine. I mean, it's a little annoying because we do have special energy we're using, but it could be worse. So we'll get that. We will probably Artisan and get a B-Barrel ourselves. And then it's kind of difficult what to do here because I don't really have much of anything to do, so I'll just pass it off to him and save the hand here. Alright, so he did have the Noivern already in his hand, And he had the Dark and the Psychic in his hand immediately, so that's kind of cracked. And then we're going to give him another Noibat because we're so generous. Oh, no, he wants a Squavette. Okay, that's fine. And he's got Panic Mask, too, for Gardevoir, which we're not running that. And he has freaking Research in his hand, so he's just got the nuts. And he's got the B-Barrel he just drew. Man, really has everything he needs here. And a Kecleon, of course. Obviously, that doesn't matter against us, but he's gotta have it in here. I respect it. So he's gonna Nest Dash, and then he's gonna B-Barrel, and let's see what he gets. Here, he's probably gonna get something crazy. I mean, he's probably gonna get a Switch, is what he needs. He's gonna cram for it. So he gets Tails, so that's nice. That's at least something. Give us another turn here. Alright, so we're gonna pickaxe first. Alright, we did get that, so that's good. So we will evolve. We will throw these away. We will grab Lycanroc. We could have grabbed B-Barrel too, but kind of doesn't matter. We'll grab another Rockruff, and then we will draw for 8 here. I would say we were just gonna get B-Barrel, but of course we got the Lycanroc and not the B-Barrel. So it kind of also doesn't matter what we get here. Maybe I should have gotten the rock helmet thing. Looking back right now, I probably should have gotten the rock damage reduction thing. But you live and you learn. You'll see why in a bit I should have gotten that. Because what I'm going to do when City of Flames comes out is this card can be a little bit better with the punch card. I'm trying to remember. I don't know what its name is since it's still only in Japanese, but it's a card like if you take damage and knocked out, then it does 4 extra damage counters to the opponent. So that would be nice. Do a little bit of extra damage that way, so you're not relying solely on Scary Fangs to do damage that way. But let's see what he's got here. He doesn't seem like he has a lot in hand, but he can Nest Dash and B-Barrel here, so he can pretty much get whatever he wants, it seems like. Alright, then he's going to Dominating Echo us here, which would have done a lot less if we freaking words. I'm trying to remember. Which would have done less if we got the rock helmet thing. But we didn't get it, and it would have saved us a turn. But, you know, you live and you learn. So we'll just thin out the deck here, grab some more cards, and obviously we can't play our double turbo, which is a problem, or a stadium, which is kind of annoying. And I can't retreat, obviously. So we're just gonna have to rock throw at him for a whole 40 damage, which is not enough to even basically mean anything. But we gotta do it anyway. So he has a lot of stuff here. So he just basically filled up his board. Like, this man has just had the nuts the whole time. So he's got the Path again. He's got another Noivern again. He's going to switch into that instead. And then he's going to Dominating Echo once again to kill us. Which sucks because we could have survived if we gotten the other thing, but like I said for the third time now, you live and you learn. So we did get a Raihan, so that's good. So I'm probably just going to take this Super Rod here, because I want to get back a couple of the things we just lost. But grab another Rockruff just in case, and then we'll just do a little bit of damage here for 160. The only good thing about us not being able to play this double turbo is that we have it in hand to discard, so that's something. And it's also something else that they can't attack and kill us in one turn, so that's also another good thing. But we are still a little bit behind on prize cards here, so that is not good. He's going to Nest Dash again. I'm guessing he's going to find another energy he needs, because this whole time he has found everything he needs. Yep, well, there's an energy search, so that answers that question. I'm surprised he's not using Luminous Energy, but I guess this deck is working out just good enough. So he's going to Dominating Echo us here again. So we will attach this to our Lycanroc. And then we'll Ultra Ball and just grab our other Lycanroc to thin out the deck some more. I'm realizing I can't play the stadium because I forgot. And then we can kill it here. We just have to discard more cards here. So that is something. So we are now up in prizes for a little bit, which is nice. But he will be able to kill us here, unfortunately. Quite unfortunately, I wish we had that Rocky helmet thing. Or I don't even know what it's called. Obviously, I think it's like Rocky chest plate or something like that. That definitely would have saved us a couple turns, a couple prize cards. I know I'm really harping on this, but I just didn't think about it until now. But he's going to cram. He's not going to get anything, but it doesn't matter because he can get anything he wants because this man's got the nuts. So he's probably going to Nest Dash to V-Barrel again, as he do. Alright, let's see. Did he get the Psychic Energy he needs? And we're kind of in an awkward position here too, because we do have to Raihan. So obviously once he kills this thing, we can Raihan and attack, but we should be able to win here. So he's just going to attack us. He didn't have the Psychic Energy, which is great. So we will go ahead and Raihan to him. And we're going to grab Boss for the next turn, because we can just boss one of the other smaller things out and win that way. So we will Scary Fangs and kill him, which is good here, because if he attacks us, then... if he attacks us here, then he's going to do damage to himself as well, and then we can kill him that way. But we have the Boss, so it shouldn't matter. That's what I thought, until he completely outplays me here and does a 180 on my plan. And you'll see how in just a minute I shouldn't have, spoiler alert, I shouldn't have evolved my other Lycanroc to thin out my deck, because my Lycanroc only has 2 has 2 retreat, and my Rockruff only would have 1 retreat. But I can't play any stadiums to retreat my Rockruffs if it got bossed out, and I can't play my double turbo either because of Dominating Echo. So he is going to unfortunately boss out this guy, and there's not really much I can do about it, unfortunately. So all my 1 switch card is in the discard pile, and my other way to switch stuff out would be just to place energy on him, but I can't do that now. So he has totally countered me here, and there's just nothing I can do about it, unfortunately. So the only thing I can do is do the same thing he did to me, to him, is boss out his B-Barrel and hope he doesn't have a switch card while I wait a turn. So we're just gonna pass the turn off and hope he don't got anything. So he has a Chromatic, so if he gets heads, he probably is just going to find a switch in his deck. So of course he flips heads here. I mean, he flipped tails earlier, so I guess it's only fair. But of course this is the winning one versus... This is the winning move of the match versus just in the middle of a match, fighting what you need. So he's going to find a switch here and Dominating Echo for a game. So that was at least a good game. It was at least pretty close. You could see what was happening. Unfortunately, I didn't get any scary faces off. Like he kept attacking around it. That's like the whole thing, is when you're in a meta of everyone just using boss's orders, you can just get around the abilities so easily. It's just kind of unfortunate when that's like your whole gimmick. But we'll get on to this third game here. I think it's the third game. I have short-term memory loss, so it could just be the second one, and I don't know. I'm thinking it's the second one. Maybe it's the third one. Anywhere. Facing David here. So this is a setup. If I've seen anything before, we've just got a bunch of Pokemon and a bunch of balls. It's not what you want to see, really. And obviously, every other deck runs this many of Pokeballs too, so it's not like I'm running an abnormal amount. So it was kind of just unlucky that I got the start that I did here. And it looks like we're going to face Chin-Pao. Wow, is it a Pokia? No way. Alright, so we will use all of our balls here. And pass off the turn and save the Ultra Ball hand for B-Barrel. So hopefully we can get some stuff going. And they have a Pyukumuku. Interesting. You definitely don't see that card used very often. They got the turn 1 Irida too, which is definitely a bit unfortunate, but at least they won't be getting back Excalibur up this turn. So let's see what else they got here. They definitely got a lot more things. I mean, they get the Battle Pass now. Greninja, and fill up their board, it seems like already turn 1, excuse me. I don't see any energy though. Oh, never mind. Spoke too soon. And they're gonna rule the region, of course. And get Lost City, so it seems like they're running Lost City instead of Skaters Park or anything like that. We will attach here and go ahead and get B-Barrel. And hopefully we can draw a supporter card off this so we can play the game. No, we can't. No playing the game for us. We will Artisan, even though we know he has Lost City, it doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to get another thing down here. And we could draw 8 here. I might just do that. Might not be a bad idea. Alright, so we do finally get a supporter card. So that is good. We are playing the game here now. The only problem is we don't have a way to attach more energy. So we're kind of just stuck for the turn. And we did have to fill up our bench, which is... and we didn't have to fill it up, but we definitely did. So now the Palkia is going to be a lot stronger, unfortunately. Let's see what my opponent's got here. Do they have... They didn't even put down an Artivax. I mean a Frigivax. So I guess they're not playing with it because they're just playing with Palkia, which is fine. I mean, you're just using the Palkia as the main attacker versus the Chin Pao. I see, or I'm guessing. Or maybe all of them are prized or something, I have no idea. Okay, so he got Cross Switcher, interesting. So I guess he's going to Cross Switcher out my Lycanroc, which is annoying, which is another thing how I was talking about in the last game of how I can't even use the move to start with. So like if I can't even use the move to start to be able for them to take damage next turn, I just get bossed every turn, and when that happens, then you just get screwed and you can't even use the ability of the move. That was a lot of poor wording, but I think you understood what I'm saying. But of course. Alright, so we did survive because of our thing, so that's not bad. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to attach here. It kind of depends on what I want to do here, because even with the Scary Fangs, it's not gonna kill him. It's not gonna kill the V-Star one, so we'll go ahead and attack the baby one here, and hope he doesn't have some kind of pivot. Alright, so he does have a B-Barrel, which can possibly get him a pivot. And he has a boss. Interesting. So that's gonna slow us down for sure. And every turn he's used a boss too, except for turn 1. Alright, so he is still kind of turboing here. Guess he has a V-Star. He does not, but he's just gonna switch. And that was a really good turn for my opponent here. You hate to see it. I shouldn't have filled up the board, but kinda didn't think about it, I guess. So we'll draw, we'll attach, maybe we'll get lucky here. Nope, we never get lucky. Everything's false. Everything's in shambles. It doesn't really matter if I play this. I'm just kind of thinking to myself here. So a Choice Belt is helpful in this scenario. Of course, like I said, I didn't get another energy. So, dang it, did not get another energy again. Don't want to place any more Pokemon down, that's for sure. But I don't really have much of a choice, so we will just Scary Fangs him again here. And even when we die here, we're not going to be able to KO this thing. It's just like if the initial attack did more damage, or even, God forsake, the attack when you attack it did more damage, it would be viable. But the damage is so underwhelming. Like there's no like real reason to play this over any other card. Like that's just so sad to say. Especially like his HP isn't very good either. If you throw on the chest plate, he does technically have 290 HP, so that's nice for a stage 1. But you gotta commit a lot to it for it to try to be viable. And there's just other things that are a lot more viable here in the format we are currently in. So he doesn't use boss here, which is I don't want to say surprising, but maybe he just didn't have it in his hand. But he might as well have it because he has another cross switcher that he is grabbing here. So a cross switcher is definitely going to counter the Scary Face too. But see, it's not even going to kill it here. We can finally take some prize cards here though. It may be a little late for us. But we did get a right hand, so that is important. Oh, I almost grabbed the wrong energy. That would have been bad. Wouldn't have been able to do as much damage. I think I'm going to grab... It doesn't really matter at this point in the game because I'm probably just going to lose, but we'll grab a Super Rod just in case. We'll throw some of this stuff back in here. I'll leave that in there just in case I find another Raihan next turn. I wasn't paying attention if I had it. So we'll keep that there just so his Poke goes into the Lost Zone. And then we'll go ahead and attack him here. We would take some prize cards. Let's go. We're on the board. That's what we like to see. Alright, so my opponent definitely has enough damage. So he is playing Spiritomb, so he's definitely not playing Frigibax in the Excalibur line. Definitely is just playing with like Melanie and Poke as the main attacker here. And Jinpao, I don't even know why he even put in the deck. I guess just for energy gathering and how much damage it can potentially do. But let's see, so he's got that. He can still attach for turn as well. Checking my discard to see about my Raihans and my bosses. But we can boss out the other one. He's just going to subspace Swellos here. So this is probably game for us because we can't really do much right here. I can't even kill this thing in one hit, but I'm going to have to retreat and then boss the other one and take some prize cards to at least at least try to make it close. But you know, sometimes it's not going to be that close because I know he has one of the two cross switchers in his hand, and if he uses another Irida, he can just get the cross switcher and then, you know, then we lose. Or if he just has another boss in his hand, honestly, then we also just lose. But there's the Raihan, so that would have been good earlier, but that's how it is. So he's putting up the Spiritomb, so I'm assuming he doesn't. Oh, I guess he just had the nuts, man. I was gonna say, I guess because you do have to switch something in itself. So that is how it goes. He's gonna put that down just for the extra power here to be a to be a little bit toxic and finish us off with the subspace swell. But yeah, man, it's just being toxic here. You know, he has game, but he's just playing through his hand. But yeah, that's why you shouldn't play this deck. It's very difficult. I didn't show you the deck list at the beginning of the match because I don't want you copying it. That's how much of a true G I am to you guys. Shout out to you guys because I don't want you playing this. But like I said, I already had the videos for this, so I thought I'd make some kind of like meme video out of it. That's about as close as we're gonna get to winning some. I mean, we got that one technically on the Raichu box, but that's about it. All right, that's it. Just a short, quick video today from me on why not to play this deck. Basically, just don't play fighting in general. It's really not very good right now. Maybe with Obsidian Flames, we can get some more cards that work out synergy-wise better with it. But that'll be it. PP out.